Hey there! Today we're going to make some pepper jelly. One of our subscribers, Miss Annette, said she wanted to see my recipe, so that's what we're going to do. But I will tell you, my recipe is large. I don't play around when I make pepper jelly. I make pepper jelly. I should get anywhere from 9 to 12 pints. Just depends on where it ends up. But that's how much I should get when I get done. Our family really loves this pepper jelly, from the youngest to the oldest. It just depends on the amount of heat, who likes what. Now I normally use some jalapenos in here too, but right now I don't have any. So these are going to be this is a very mild pepper jelly. All you have to do, if you like it with a little heat, is subtract how much ever of the green peppers you want and substitute the hot jalapeno or hotter. You can put any pepper in here you want. But if you're gonna use hot peppers, you gotta put gloves on. It will tear your hands up. I know from experience. And then you touch your eyes and you set them on fire and you cry for hours. And then you touch your mouth, and then you're just, don't do it. Get you a pair of gloves if you're going to make hot pepper jelly. I promise you, you will thank me later. All right, first thing you got to do is cut your peppers up small enough to go into a food processor. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to de-seed it. And I'm going to take as much of the membrane out as I can. I'm not going to be perfect, but I will take some of it out. Take all the seeds. I don't throw the caps away. I take those off too, and then I just cut those so that they'll go in the processor. All I'm doing right now is just chunking it up for the processor. All right, now we got our bowl. I cut about 24, and I may or may not use all that. What I'm going to do now is put it in that processor, and then I will measure out how many cups I need out of the processor. And I also, because who doesn't love a little color, I have some red, really sweet peppers, and they were in my freezer, so I just took them out, thawed them out, put them in a colander so they would drain and I wouldn't have all that excess water in there. And we're going to puree those too. Okay, we're going to get our processor loaded. That looks about like that, so I'll need 2 runs of that. We're just going to slide that in. I'm going to check it, pull it down from the sides. Start it up again. Okay, and that's about where I want it. Now, you do you. If you want it a little more chunky, you can definitely take it out sooner, or you can keep right on pulsing until you have it completely pureed. But I like a little texture, so it's not quite all the way to the puree stage. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 cups of my red puree. And actually, I don't have that much more in here, so we're just going to go ahead and go with it. It's not going to hurt your recipe at all. right, we need 1 more cup of the red. Where'd it go? There it went. I need 1 more cup of red. Okay, we're going to drop that in there. Bang, bang, bang. Now we're going to start with our green peppers. I got to take these and put these in a bowl because I don't need those. But 1 bowl. And I can absolutely stick this right back in the freezer, or I can use it in a dish in the next couple of days out of the fridge. No wasting. Alright, get this put back in. That put back in. Let's get us some peppers. Oops. Go. Let's get that out. And I need 3 cups of green peppers. That's 1. That's 2. And I need 1 more. Put that blade back in there. Just 1 more cup. Take this out. Get my last cup of peppers. Now I need 3 cups of apple juice. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Randy went and got me some apple juice. I didn't have any, and I forgot that I needed it until I started putting everything out, and I'm like, oh, honey, I need apple juice. So he went and got it while I finished setting everything up. Now I need 3 cups of apple cider vinegar. Not regular vinegar, I need apple cider. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to get this turned on. You have to move stuff. Now I need to get everything lit up. I should have already lit this one. This one needs a high flame because I need to get this water hot so I can sterilize my jars. So we're going to get that one on. Now this one, I'm only going to go for a medium flame because I want it to come up slowly. So we're going to get a medium flame and just get this starting to boil. Alright, we're going to give that a good little mix. And then we're just going to let it get good and hot. I don't have to bring it up to a boil yet. I just want to get it kind of nice and good and hot. So when I start adding that sugar, it'll dissolve. So, that'll be a few minutes. And then I'll be back because this is going to take a load of sugar. Okay, my peppers are warming up. It's getting hot in there. It's not boiling, but it's hot. And what I need to do now is take my pectin and pour it in a bowl. And I just need 1 box of pectin for this recipe. I've added all that apple juice, which has pectin, and the apple cider vinegar. So I only need 1 pectin. And I need 1 cup of sugar mixed in that. And then we're just going to give that a mix. Alright, now when I said a lot of sugar, I mean a lot of sugar. This is just so that we incorporate that pectin. We need a total of 15 cups of sugar. So, this is 1, and then I'll need to put 14 more in there after this is good and dissolved. Alright, so we're going to put this in and get that stirred around good. Make sure it's dissolved. Now that that's good and dissolved, I need 14 more cups of sugar. Starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now we have a total of 15 cups of sugar, which I just got all over my spurtle. Let's get that down in there. Get that stirred, get it all dissolved. And now it does need to come up to a good rolling boil because I need 228 degrees Fahrenheit to get it to jelly stage. Now see my buckets? That's why they come in handy. When you're making jellies, jams, preserves, pickles, all of it requires large amounts of sugar. So you need to keep it stocked up, and the easiest and best way, if you can tell, this was sugar that I packed in June of 22. And it's still good. Just got a lid on it. Just shoved it under the table there. And when I get ready to do something, I have the sugar to do it with. Right now it's getting close, so it's time to sterilize my jars that I've already washed and rinsed and dried. And now I'm going to put them in this good hot water and get them sterilized. So when my jelly is ready, my jars will be ready. Okay, now my canner only holds 7 of these wide mouth pints, and I'm really hoping that I get 8, so I may have to do 1 separate, but that's a whole cannon of pints. All right, I timed that pretty good because I am almost up to a boil now, and my jars will be sterilized. Now what I need to do now is I need a bowl that will not stir down. As soon as I get that, I'm going to use my jelly tester and make sure that I'm at 228 degrees. See my good bowl right there? Oh yeah. Right, and now I'm going to put my, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on, or Randy's going to have to come over here and look at this thermometer, because I just need to get to 228 degrees. Randy said that my thermometer says it's 228. I could not stir it down, so I'm going to turn it off. My jars are sterilized, and now we are ready to jar these up. So I'm going to take them out of this hot water, and drain them, and set them right here where I can get to my jelly. And make sure you set them far enough apart that you won't crack your jars. And make sure that you put them on a towel or a mat so that they're not in contact with cold countertops or anything like that. All right, I've got my pot moved over here where I can get to it. I have a funnel. I'm going to put that in there. I have a ladle, and we are going to start ladling this jelly. And we're going to use 1/4 inch headspace on all the jars. Try not to make a mess. That's another reason for tea towels. Then you don't have such a sticky, icky mess. You can just take your tea towels and go throw them in the laundry. To do those. Now we're going to debubble, which is just like it sounds. We're just going to take this little handy dandy tool and put it in there and make sure there's no air pockets. And this jam's pretty runny, so it probably doesn't have very many bubbles, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, and now we need to clean those rims. And I forgot to get me a little bowl, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And just wet this paper towel with some good old-fashioned vinegar. And give them a good wipe down. And they are hot. All right, now it's time to put these lids. And y'all, these are 4 jars lids. No, I'm not sponsored. But back in 2020, when you couldn't find ball lids, I did order some. And I've mainly been using them just for my dry goods and my half-gallon jars. But we're going to give them a shot today. And then we're just going to fingertip tight these lids. And they say that they don't have to be heated. And they say they don't have to be heated. And I'm going to take them at their word. And we're just going to fingertip tight these. Oops, yep. Because they are hot anyway. So, all right, let's get these. Okay, now we're going to get them put in that water bath. And I'm going to water bath them for 10 minutes at a rolling. I'm going to let it get to a good rolling boil. When it gets there, I'll start my timer for 10 minutes. I know they all fit in here, so I got to do some. Moved over there, and you get over there. Sorry, guys. Talking to myself again. All right, they're all underwater, and I'm going to put that lid on there. And then we'll just wait for the rolling boil, and then we'll start the timer. Now, going backwards, because I forgot to tell you, it took about 21 minutes. Stop. It took about 21 minutes to get from when I put my sugar in there to that rolling boil. And that's on my stove. You know, you'll just have to gauge, but that's, you know, that's a kind of a happy medium, you know, anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes, you should be at that rolling boil once you put your sugar in. Gotcha? Gotcha. My timer went off. My 10 minutes is up. See that nice rolling boil? And out they come. Hear them popping? They're already popping. Yes. That's the sound you want to hear. Make sure that you leave good air circulation around all the jars so that they can equally cool. Alright guys, now I forgot to mention that you need one of these in the bottom of whatever you're, either that or a tea towel. Anything that you can put on the bottom of the jar or the pot that you're using. You don't want direct contact between the jars and the bottom plate. Ow! And the bottom plate. So just make sure that you have something down there. And I'm sorry I forgot to tell you when I put it in there. All right, that's 7 jars, 7 pints of pepper jelly, plus 3. I have 3 more over here that will just go in the fridge. I'm not going to run that. I'm not going to run that again. You can just go ahead and use it. It's going to be perfectly good jelly, and I don't have to spend another 30 minutes waiting to get it sealed. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed making pepper jelly with me today, because I certainly did, and I am very, very happy Y'all, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.